past 6 years or so, I've had this routine where I deep clean my home leading up to the first day of spring. So when the first day of spring arrives, my home is clean and tidy and feels really fresh. Before I started doing these annual deep cleans, I wasn't very good at cleaning. In fact, I hated cleaning. I dreaded it and I didn't do it very often, to be quite honest. Hubby bought us a plethora of cleaning products. There was a different product for every part of the home. But when I started cleaning more often, I noticed that the scents of a lot of these products, they were too strong for me. I didn't like using the popular brands of cleaning products, so I decided to try this, which is a product by Dr. Bronner's. I've done a video on the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, and I was already using that in my household. I really loved that product, so I thought, why not try their household cleaner, which is called Sal Suds. This does have a scent, but it's a really nice scent. It's kind of like a pine scent, but not like pine sol. I really fell in love with this product. I've been using this for years and I'm still on the same bottle because you need so little of it. And this has replaced pretty much all of the other household cleaners, the specific cleaners we had for different areas of the home, the floor, the stainless steel appliances, the stove, all the different products we had for this, that, and the other. I basically use this for everything now. This is a concentrated household cleaner, so a little goes a long way, and that's why one bottle has lasted me so long. The official ratio for dilution is 1.5 teaspoons of Sal Suds per 3.8 liters of water for general house cleaning. There are other instructions here on different formulations or different ratios that you can use, but I like to keep things really simple, so I use 1 dilution for all of my household cleaning. I basically fill this bottle, this reusable plastic bottle. This was the Method Squirt and Mop floor cleaner, but I've repurposed it and it only contains diluted Sal Suds now. So I fill this almost the entire way with water, and then I add a little bit of Sal Suds. I don't measure it, I just kind of like pour in a little bit, and I gently shake it by turning it upside down and then back upright again. And this is the dilution I use for everything. Let's start by cleaning some of my shelves. I have a lot of shelving in my home because we have such a small condo. We have a lot of built-ins. I'm showing you a sample on one shelf, but I repeat this for all of the shelves in my home during my deep cleaning challenge. First, I take everything off the shelf, then I squeeze some of that Sal Suds dilution onto the shelf itself. I take a clean rag and wipe down all of the surfaces. I do the sides of the shelves as well as the back of the shelf, which in this case is the wall, and I just try to get out any scuffs, but I'm not too particular about it. It doesn't have to be super pristine because it takes quite a bit of elbow grease to get out the scuffs on the wall. Next, I'm cleaning some cupboard doors that I have on this wall unit. What I do in this case is I squeeze a bit of the Sal Suds dilution onto a clean cloth, and I go ahead and wipe everything down using that, including the handles on the cupboard doors, which are a brushed metal. This stuff is great for cleaning that. Likewise, this door handle, which is also a brushed metal, I like to wipe it all down and then also wipe the area around the handle, which can get a little bit stained through use. Moving into the bathroom, I squeeze a little bit of the Sal Suds dilution onto the toilet, and I use a paper towel to wipe down all of the surfaces. For the purposes of this video, I'm only using Sal Suds, but we also have some Lysol remaining from when hubby purchased a whole bunch of different cleaning products for our home. So sometimes I will use that on the flusher as well as our bidet controls and the toilet bowl itself. Here I'm cleaning the bathroom sink, and we have marble countertops, and Sal Suds is great for that. No issues even after using it for many years. Our marble is pretty much as good as new. I'm also using Sal Suds to clean our bathroom faucet, which as you can see is a brushed metal, and I also use the damp cloth to wipe down the mirror, and Sal Suds is awesome for mirrors. No streaks and everything is perfectly shiny. The last part is the bathroom sink. I'll squeeze a bit of the Sal Suds dilution right into the sink, and I'll use a cleansing brush to go ahead and scrub that all down. Here's a demo of me cleaning the hall mirror with a bit of Sal Suds on a clean cloth. As you can see, when I'm wiping, the soap is on the mirror, but it kind of gradually fades and altogether disappears. I'll go over the same area a few times to buff out the mirror, and there are absolutely no streaks when I'm done. The mirror is so shiny and so beautiful. This is my kitchen sink, and it's the same process as the bathroom sink, except of course this is made of a different material. I go ahead and I squeeze some of the Sal Suds dilution directly into the sink, and I take a brush to scrub everything down. I do use a bit more elbow grease here because the kitchen sink can get really dirty. Once I'm done scrubbing, I just grab the vegetable sprayer and rinse away all of the soap. So far, Sal Suds has been perfect for all of the different surfaces that I've mentioned, and now I'm about to clean the front of my stainless steel appliances. This is the only area where I find the Sal Suds doesn't do a perfect job. I actually haven't found any product that's great for my stainless steel appliances. There are always some spots or streaks that remain. We used to have a dedicated product to clean stainless steel appliances, and even that wasn't perfect, so it doesn't really bother me that much. This does a good enough job. While I'm at it, I'm also going to clean the front of my stainless steel oven, and this has a glass portion in the middle, and Sal Suds works great for that. As you can see, I have a flat cooktop, and I go ahead and I use the same Sal Suds dilution for this as well. We do have that creamy product that's supposed to be great for cooktops, but I haven't noticed a big difference. When I remember, I do try to use that because I want to use it up, but the Sal Suds dilution is so convenient and I always have it handy. Here I am cleaning a glass shelf that I basically took out of my refrigerator. Sal Suds works great for this as well. Also, all of the other plastic components and shelves from my fridge, I use Sal Suds to clean all of that. We have granite countertops in the kitchen, and Sal Suds has been great for this surface. We used to have a product that was specifically for granite, but I didn't really love it that much. I didn't find that it worked any better. Sometimes we do use our granite countertops to roll out pizza dough, so I'm more comfortable with using Sal Suds because it's non-toxic versus a harsh commercial cleanser that may have a lot of toxic chemicals. This is our coffee table, and as you can see, the surface is wood with like a really beautiful wood grain. So once again, I just squeeze the Sal Suds dilution on top, and I go ahead and I wipe that all up. You'll notice that I don't actually rinse off the soap after with another pass of water. Sometimes I do, but not all the time. It's really not necessary. And likewise, I like to clean little items in the condo with the Sal Suds. Here I've just put a little bit of the dilution onto a cloth and I'm cleaning the keyboard. Next, I'm going to squeeze a bit of the Sal Suds dilution onto this cloth so I can clean the baseboards. This is where Lulu has her meals, so she does get little food bits onto the baseboard, and I'm going to be working to get all of that off. You can see that my walls and my baseboards are a little bit stained or scuffed. I have found that Sal Suds can take this out, but it takes a lot of elbow grease and a little bit more of a concentration of Sal Suds. I don't actually mop my floors anymore. Instead, I squeeze a bit of the Sal Suds dilution onto the floor. This is tiled floor here, and I'm wiping it up with a cloth. This is my way of mopping. I find it a lot easier than struggling with a big bucket of water and a mop. That's hard to store and also to move around in my small condo. So this works really well for me, and because it's just some Sal Suds and a cloth, I do it much more often. The base of our bar stools is a mirrored metal surface, and Sal Suds works so well to clean this. It's very similar to a mirror where it gets really shiny and really clean with no streaks. Besides tile, we also have hardwood floors in our condo, and once again I use the Sal Suds dilution squeezed directly onto the hardwood floors. I try not to squeeze the Sal Suds into the gaps between the hardwood for whatever reason, but as I'm wiping, I'm sure it does get in there, and it's been perfectly fine for our floors. The last thing I'm going to show you is how I'm using Sal Suds to clean clean my balcony, I squeeze a bit of it onto the windows and I go ahead and squeegee all of that away. It leaves beautiful streak-free windows, which is very satisfying. And I also use Sal Suds to clean the floor of our balcony. So this is a concrete floor. I'll squeeze a bunch onto the floor and I'll just go ahead and kind of like wipe that all away. And I'll get some water from the condo and I will rinse away the soap as well. It's quite a tedious process to clean the balcony, but afterwards it looks so much cleaner, noticeably cleaner, that it is well worth the effort. We have a tiny condo, so I usually allocate 30 days before the first day of spring to do all of these tasks. This year I did it in 21 days and it felt pretty rushed, but it was also manageable. And in between my deep cleaning spree, I will use this same dilution for my everyday cleaning. So when I clean the bathroom once a week, I will use this. When I wipe the counters every day, I will use this. I love that it's multi-purpose. I love that the scent isn't that strong, but it still has a nice scent. And I also like that it is non-toxic. That's going to be it for my video on how I use Sal Suds to deep clean my entire home. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've used Sal Suds before, I would love to hear from you. If you use it differently or if you have other applications that you like to use it for. And as well, if you have any questions for me, just leave them down below and I'll do my best to answer. I'll be back very soon with another video. Until then, please take care and bye for now.